we have a global market at our fingertips, and we are beating everyone else to that market.
Business, well, it's not quite looking like it used to. The new cannabis industry popped up overnight, and small businesses like this one, producers and governments now have a new stream of revenue. But just how much is Canada set to make from legalization?
Usually revenue projections tend to exceed what was projected. At the beginning, the growth in all the states, I think, has been really dramatic. As they open through those first couple of years. And then at least in the case of Oregon and Colorado that have been legalized now for long enough, it's eventually revenue sort of leveled out.
Websites crashed, lineups wrapped around retailers, and items were sold out. It's the initial boom of the cannabis industry. But a C.D. Howe Institute report argues federal and provincial governments can expect about $400 million in tax revenue, far less than an earlier estimate of $5 billion a year. That's not to say there isn't money to be made.
Where marijuana fits in the state of Washington is to think about sort of agricultural products and how much revenue they bring in for the state every year. And so number one is apples, and that's $2.4 billion. And number two is marijuana at $1.3 billion, which actually beats out milk.
Caroline Weber says jurisdictions have to clear the way for businesses to start up, but she warns of oversaturating the market.
Particularly in Oregon, they have found that is not at all the case because they let everybody in. And so while there's a lot of people employed in this sector now and a lot of people are involved in it, and that's great, the owners of these businesses are not making a ton of money because there's so many entrants and so prices have been driven down.
Here at 420 Premium Market, owners point to Colorado's data showing cannabis sales on par with beer sales.
I've heard it likened to the dot-com boom and bust and all that. The interesting thing about that is the internet was something that it was decided, you know what, everybody's going to use this, and it's going to be a big thing, but nobody really knew. We already know there's a lot of people that want to use cannabis.
In Calgary, Crystal Ladaris, City News.